UK Megalab generates weather to test homes of the future. UK Megalab generates weather to test homes of future. You're listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokis Alexander on Spreaker, social podcasting, presented for World Reading Club in association with UniquilibriuM. This edition's reading focus comes to us from phys.org via TechExplore, or from TechExplore via phys.org. It is published under the categories of engineering, energy, and green tech. It was published on February 4th, 2023, and is titled UK Megalab Generates Weather to Test Homes of Future. First featured image shows some houses with a bunch of snow around them, but they look like they're inside of a hangar or something. So the houses being tested for weather are indoors, which is probably the facility where they're doing this mega lab. And let's read the caption and see what it says. Simulated snow covers a car and the walls of two houses built in a lab to develop future heating solutions that will use less energy and help meet climate goals. The thermometer sinks below zero as a blizzard of fine snow descends on two houses freshly built inside a massive laboratory in northern England. Replicating weather. Let's see. Rain, wind, sunshine, and snow can be created in temperatures ranging from 40 degrees Celsius to negative 20 degrees, operated from a control center.
Yeah, people make fun of my shoes, but I don't care.
Replicating weather. What we've tried to achieve here is to be able to replicate the weather conditions that would be experienced around 95% of the populated Earth, Professor Will Swan, head of Energy House Laboratories at the university, told AFP. The facility, comprising two chambers that can experience different weather at the same time, will test types of housing from all over the world to understand how we deliver their net zero and energy efficient homes, he added. Our second featured image shows someone, probably one of the lab technicians or researchers, walking in a very snow-covered area around one of the houses and that snow-covered car. Earlier, the caption now reads, inside the massive warehouse-style lab, scientists can recreate rain, wind, sunshine, or snow. The two houses, which are quintessentially British and constructed by firms with UK operations, will remain in place for a few years. Other builders will then be able to rent space in the lab to put their own properties under the spotlight. The project's first house was built by UK property firm Barat Developments and French materials giant Saint-Gobain. It is clad with decorative bricks over a frame of wood panels and insulation, with solar panels on the roof. Scientists are examining the efficiency of several different types of heating systems, including air source heat pumps. In the living room, a hot water circuit is located along the bottom of the walls, while further heat is provided via infrared technology in the molding and from a wall panel. Mirrors also act as infrared radiators, while numerous sensors monitor which rooms are in use. The next photo looks like it's outside the lab, and there's some people standing in the street. I thought it was a protest for a second, but the caption reads, the lab can test heating technologies that could significantly reduce energy bills. Alright, I want to look more closely at this image, but let's move forward. Residents will be able to manage the technology via one single control system, similar to Amazon's voice-activated Alexa interface. Builders estimate the cutting-edge tech will mean that the energy bill will be just 1/4 of what the average UK home currently pays, a boon to customers reeling from sky-high energy prices. It will also make an important contribution to Britain's efforts to reach zero carbon emissions by 2050 to combat climate change. A parliamentary report found that, in 2019, 17% of heating emissions from buildings came from homes, making their contribution similar to all the petrol and diesel cars driving on Britain's roads. Environmental campaigners have long called on the UK government to increase energy efficiency and insulation support for existing homes across Britain. Alexa of home energy. Okay. The Alexa of home energy. One of the key technologies that we're trying on this house is almost like a building management system for residential buildings, said Tom Cox, UK Technical Director of Saint-Gobain. Another featured image on the inside shows some equipment, cautions as a chamber labeled, and the caption reads, "Scientists can test a year's worth of weather conditions in a week." It's almost like the Alexa of the home energy system, and that can be automated as much as the occupant wants. And now, with their mega laboratory, scientists and companies no longer have to wait for extreme swings in the weather. We can test a year's worth of weather conditions in a week, added Cox. The ultimate goal is to create that environment which is comfortable and cost-effective and commercially viable to deliver, added Cox. At the same time, we are addressing the sustainability issues that we have in construction. 1 in 4 homes is hard to decarbonize. Without help, their inhabitants could get stuck in fuel poverty. You've been listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokas Alexander on Spreaker, social podcasting, presented for World Reading Club in association with UniquilibriuM. This edition's reading focus comes to us from Tech Explore via phys.org and is titled UK Megalab Generates Weather to Test Homes of Future. It was published under the categories of Engineering, Energy and Green Tech, and was published by Oliver DeVos on September 4th, 2023, and is titled UK Megalab Generates Weather to Test Homes of Future. You can read this article and others like it for yourself by visiting phys.org. That's phys.org, phys.org. UK Megalab Generates Weather to Test Homes of Future.